Hey guys, Theo here. Today we're going to look at the bridge design pattern. And basically, this is a design pattern that is going to let us sort of create two classes that might make use of similar functionality and similar to a dependency injection. So through the shared functionality, we can sort of create this third class. In our example, I'm going to create two different company classes, and our bridge is going to be a payment processor. So in your application, it could be Stripe or whatever, really. So let's get started. So I'm going to create a class called company1, and basically in here we're just going to expose a private variable, which is just going to be its name, company1. All right, and I'm going to create a company2 name string company2, and we're going to create up here a little bit further up basically our TRA, that's my name, my initials, TRA payment processor. And this payment processor is just going to have one method on it, which is going to be called process payment. And we are going to sort of make use of these classes down here. And then we're going to say processing payment. And just going to say payment. I'm going to say payment processed. Something like that, right? And we're just going to have a payment. It's going to be a string. Something like that. So let's go ahead and get to it. So we want to create an instance of company1. And what we need to do here is actually we need to pass it the payment processor. So here we have the TRA payment processor, and I'm going to give it like this, new TRA payment processor, and that's going to be our payment. So I'm going to create a CTOR right here, and this is going to be payment processor, and that's going to be TRA payment processor, and we're going to say this dot, we're going to say payment processor is TRA payment processor, and this dot payment processor equals payment processor. So that's going to be our payment processor, and we're going to do the same thing with company2, new company2, new TRA payment processor, and basically this is going to have on it here. So what we're going to do is we're going to say process payment, and we're going to say a payment string. Well, here's the thing, we don't even need to really do this. We could sort of encapsulate it in here, so I can call this dot, I can sort of hide this dot payment processor dot process payment, and I can say console.log company1 processing payment, and we'll just say my first payment, something like that. And then now let me just log this out. We can say company1 dot process payment, right? And now if I run ts node, hold on, let me make sure ts node bridge, and we can sort of see we've processed that first payment, because really all this is expecting is a payment processor. It could be whatever, it could be really generic, but so we could actually have this just expect basically an interface of a payment processor. This might be actually better. So a payment processor. So as long as it implements this interface, right? Payment processor, and all we really care about in this payment processor is it has one method called process payment, and it takes some value, payment string, and it can just return void, whatever. And so now you can sort of see everything still works because we're still adhering to this interface right here. And yeah, that's good to go. So let's just implement it on company 2. And we can sort of do the same sort of shindig right here. And same sort of thing, my second payment. And we can run this. We can say company2.processPayment, something like that. And run that. There you go. So that's sort of the general idea. We're just injecting this payment processor in, and this could be really of any type, right? We could have a different payment processor. We could have a class like Stripe payment processor, and we could say process as long as it implements this interface payment string. And say console log payment being processed by Stripe, something like that. And then we could just log out console.info the payment. And now instead of say we want to create an instance of company 2 with with a Stripe payment processor, that'll still work because it's using that bridge and it's doing the same interface. So that's it, guys, for the bridge design pattern. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.